Alright, hey everybody, Jeff here. So, I got a record in the mail today that I'm excited about, and a couple other little things that came in, I believe, yesterday. So I wanted to show that. This is one of the new limited run vinyl releases that is coming out through Retroactive, I believe. I am correct. So, this came in the mail today. I'm excited. And that's weird. Now, I know everybody's having this problem. I see it all the time on Facebook, but the mail's been going really slow. Now, a lot of people were complaining, a couple months ago, man, the mail's taking forever. It's taken weeks and weeks, and I was not having any problem, but I do admit that in the past 3 weeks or so, it's like the mail system has collapsed for me. And I've got packages. Used to be the packages would come straight up. I never saw them stalled, but literally in the past 2 to 3 weeks, mid July, end of July, I started noticing packages would just go into limbo. It'd be like, it's on its way, but we don't got any estimate when it's going to get there. Well, this is one that was sent out, and I had another one that also was even longer. But I don't even know, Detritus, I just always struggle with wondering what this is. This is a thrash band type thing, 90s. Is a Christian record. When was this originally released? 1990. So now, if you remember, you probably don't, but was it like about a year, less than a year ago, but sometime last year, the second album by them, you can see their logo there, the second album by them was released as a limited run vinyl. Why would you start with the second album? You scratch your head. Why not start with the first album? I don't know what the deal was with that, but we got the second album. It was on black. Was excited to get the second album, so we got that. Then around the time they came out with, of course, they came out with a remastered version on CD, and this is really neat because it also has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bonus tracks, 9 demo tracks. But then around the same time, they also released the first album on CD. It also has 5 bonus tracks, demo tracks, the Taste of Reality demo. So I mean, this, in my opinion, this is how you do it. This is how you do a reissue. You reissue, you remaster, and you put all these bonus tracks in there. You fill these suckers up because that way us completists, now I don't know, is that everything they've got? I don't know, but I've got a bunch of it. So, I feel like I'm more of a completist than just having the actual CD. But anyway, so sure enough, with the CD coming out, then the rumors started happening. Yeah, the album's going to come out. Again, second album first album second. In this case, as with all the limited run vinyls, it's very well done. This one has an insert. It's got the lyrics, and all of these come on this cool flame. It's kind of a red and orange swirly mix. Anyway, kind of matches the cover there. So yes. Now the collection is complete. We have first and second album. And this was a band, I don't think they really did much beyond this, but this was a band back in the 90s that came out. That's when thrash was kind of starting to take hold. And in the early days of the Christian metal scene, this is one of the earlier bands that started to pop up. It was, when thrash was starting to get popular. So was great back in the day, loved it back in the day, and now I'm super stoked, super thrilled to have not only both of them on vinyl, but both of them on these jam-packed full CD releases. So that just came in today, and again, it was held up for a little while. Now, in a couple previous videos, I talked about how I had bought some records from a guy on Discogs, and they always came in pristine condition, way better than I thought they would be for the age that they were. Well, And then I mentioned that I mentioned to somebody that when I went back, all of his stuff for sale was gone. I'm like, huh. But then I went back the other day and it was all still there. So I don't know what happened, glitch in Discogs or what. But I had placed an order, and this one was held up too. His stuff was coming to me like fast, and this stuff got held up for, I don't know, more than a week, 2 weeks. It just sat in limbo. And one of these I saw as I placed the order the last time for, I think it was all those Crocus albums I got. As soon as I hit pay, I went out there. He has been posting stuff, and he posted this. And I'm like, oh, I really want that album. I've been looking for that. And can I add it? And he's like, sure. I've already packaged up the other ones, but I can always. I'm like, never mind. Don't worry about it. I'll place another order. So I went on a couple days later, and I grabbed that album that I'd wanted. And then I saw another one. And again, these were good prices. A lot of his stuff that he has is really good stuff. And I know the quality is top notch. But some of the prices are a little. I kept it all under the like $5 range, and so I grabbed these two. Finally got me a copy of the Mama's Boys. Now, this is like technically their first American album, and it has "Mama We're All Crazy Now," which was the MTV hit. I don't know the full details on this. I looked online, didn't find a whole lot of information, but for the most part, the majority of these songs are songs from their first two albums, which have never been released in America. Plug It In and that other one. Plug It In and the other one. Anyway, they had a couple because they're from like Ireland. Yeah, they're Irish band, Trio Brothers. So they put out a couple albums overseas, and this was like their first American album where they got marketed in America. But for the most part, it feels like a best of album, but not all the songs, you know. So I don't know, did they go back and re-record this? It does say that these were recorded in London. Doesn't sound like it says previously released, or, you know, this was recorded there and this was recorded there. So I'm kind of thinking that while most of these songs, Runaway Dreams, you know, Gentlemen Rogues and Heat of the Night and Midnight Promises, since most of these songs were previously released on their previous albums, that maybe this entire thing is like a re-record. I've never sat down and tried to do an A-B comparison, but I was thrilled to have this. Mama We're All Crazy Now is, of course, it came out around the same time that right after Quiet Riot did it, and of course it's a Slade hit. If you go online and look for their video, it's really cool. It's a really cool story video, and I remember seeing that video back in the day on MTV, and I fell in love with their version of this song, and that's why, you know, we had to have this. So while I have, you know, some of their other records, I never could get a hot copy of this. And as with all the other ones that I got from this guy, I mean, there is not a hint of any kind of, you know, wear or anything on this. It's all shiny. And so, and the album is like brand new. Man, whoever that guy was took great care of these. Anyway, so I grabbed that. I had to scoop that up. And then the other one I got for, like, again, $5 is Scott Waters' favorite Raven album. Right, Scott? Your favorite Raven album. The pack is back. All right, gets a lot of flack. It's one of their more commercial releases. But hey, on working towards getting the Raven catalog, you have to get it. So, and for the price, I think, like I say, $5, $6. And again, the condition is just top notch. Hardly any ring wear noticeable at all. And the record's the same. And And honestly, I don't mind it. I mean, yeah, okay. If you're a diehard Raven fan and you listen to all the Raven earlier than this, and you're just, I love that kind of Raven, and then you hear this commercial stuff, you're like, ah. If you just ignore all that and listen to this, it's a good album. It's just different because, of course, the label was pushing them towards something that they weren't. So if it was released under a different band name, it probably would have gotten a lot more love than Raven fans give it. So I don't mind it, and I'm glad to have it again. I'm looking to try to fill in. I got a long way to go on the Raven collection, but I grabbed it, a couple bucks. That was all. I'm trying to think. There is, I think there's at least one more thing that's stuck out there in USPS limbo. But honestly, recently I've really kind of pulled back on the vinyl buys. I just feel like recently it's been a little hectic. I went a little overboard. So I am really pulling back. And so I'm not sure. I'm going to start doing more videos of what I've got rather than new stuff. I'm going to start trying to enter more contest videos. I might even do a couple of those tonight if I can. I want to get more involved and rather just having constant stuff flowing in. I want to spend time with the stuff I have to show it some love. I want to do some more, like I did the ranking video the other day and the room tour video. I'm not going to do another room tour video, but you know, other than just showing new stuff, let's talk about the stuff I have. I'm approaching, on the 22nd of this month, I'm approaching my second year making videos in the VC. And I know my niche is kind of one of those, more one of the metal guys. So you see the guys that have a wider range of music, and you know, after a year or so, they've got thousands of subscribers. And those and those guys who are more into the metal like me may get thousands of subscribers after a couple years. So I feel like I'm doing fine. I got, you know, a base of people, but I'm just been recently just shelling out new stuff. Plus the other thing that can slow me down is I show a lot of Christian music, which I know there's only a select few of people out there that really are into that as much. But if so I'm hoping to start doing a little more focused on some of the bands and a little more detail rather than just constantly more new stuff. So, and I say that today, but you know, I would say in the past week or two, I've put stuff in my Discog shopping cart. I'm so used to doing it, like every day looking for, you know, oh, this one's only $5. This is only $5. Oh, that's, you know, justifying hitting the button. And I have stopped myself numerous times. Same thing with Amazon. I'll be watching, and when something drops down under $20, gets in the $17 range, I'm like, buy it. And then I'm like, I don't really need it. Let's save some money. Oh, the woes of being a collector. So anyway, I will be back. Probably do some contests, probably do some other things. Stick around. Rock on.